Welcome to Digital Champions TV, where we dive into the world of media and marketing. I'm Greg Kirkham, and today we're joined by Brett Deister, the owner and founder of Digital Café Media, a platform for diverse podcasts based all the way in Aliso Viejo, California. Welcome to the show, Brett. Pleasure to have you here.
Yes, thank you for having me. It's great to be on for a Monday.
Now, Brett, I have to ask, how did your passion for podcasts lead to the creation of Digital Café Media? And how did you build it to make your platform stand out when everyone seems like they have a podcast these days?
Well, it started off as I was actually working in a coffee shop at the time. People were like, "You have a radio voice." And I was like, "Well, thanks, but I don't know what to do with that." So I figured out it started off with just digital coffee. So I figured that part out. And then I just started talking because I didn't know how to do podcasting at all. Like, this was a new area for me. It was somewhat new. It was like 2014. So it wasn't as popular as it is now, but it was getting popular. So I just started, and then I kind of just did gaming because I knew gaming pretty well. And then I evolved into marketing side, and then I started taking on clients, and then I worked with them with the marketing podcast, and then I just figured out how to do podcasting by itself, so I can help anybody and everybody that's willing to do podcasting or wants to do podcasting, can help them out as well. So I stand out with being an expert in understanding the podcasting space, but also just my take and my interviews. Even though I have questions, I actually never use them unless I need to use them.
Yeah, it's funny that you say you have the voice for radio. I like to say I've got the face for radio. Um, but it seems like everybody has a podcast, and yet there's so much more opportunity that people just haven't been taking advantage of yet. So how do you bring awareness to uh, not only digital cafe media, but also the industry in and of itself?
It's basically just, for me, for marketing, that's what I've been focusing on right now. It's just cutting it up, making sure that the content's good, and then cutting it up, and then eventually I'm gonna be doing some LinkedIn stuff, and then just sharing like what clients should do to help their editor better. Because a lot of clients don't know is that if you have more than one person, you want to have multiple audio channels so the editor can edit it in the best way possible, because our voices are very different, so I have to edit it differently for them. So it's kind of understanding that if you're going to give it an editor, like your audio and video, make sure your audio is in wave format because that's not compressed, and MP3 is a compressed format, so that they can edit it the best way possible. Also, just understanding that podcasting, even though it's easy to get into, there's a lot of work behind the scenes to build it up, to be consistent about what you're posting, to understand who you're trying to reach, and not trying to be everything for everybody, because that just doesn't work.
Yeah, then the messaging kind of becomes convoluted quite a bit. People begin to get confused on what they're even tracking, right? It's hard to track when somebody's shifting from one type of content to another. So, how do you keep your content fairly segmented? Is it according to topics, or is it interests?
It's mostly just like industry wide. So like PC gaming, I decided once I get back into that, I just talk about PC gaming. I don't talk about anything else in gaming besides that segment. And then for marketing, I have a PR degree, so I do marketing and PR, because no one really knows the difference. And if you say PR marketing, people think it's PR too, and vice versa. So I kind of mesh those all together for my interview style, because it's more fun to interview people that way, because everybody has their opinion. Everybody is a marketer to some extent. And it's good to actually talk to the people that have been successful in it. I understand it because I went to school for it, but there's a lot of things that people don't understand about it. There's a lot of different types of old school ways of doing it. Like, always, word of mouth is king, and has never changed. Even in the digital age, it still has never changed.
Well, fantastic. And Brett, it's been a pleasure having you on the show and sharing your experiences with us today. If you would like to know more about Digital Cafe Media, visit us at digitalchampionstv.com. We're working with agencies to be able to scale them and grow them and provide them services that would cost them way more than it would for them to do it themselves. As an agency owner, you need the support of other people to really be able to serve your clients better and be able to provide them with services that they're going to not only want to purchase for the first time, but they're going to want to continue purchasing over the long haul. So it includes anything from video production all the way to web design, SEO, video content, and then also lead generation, social media, the works. What we do is we take a hands-on approach with our clientele to be able to help you be successful, help you grow, help you really dial in who you are as an agency, and help you focus more on those core values that you want within your business. We're not just a white label agency, we're a consultancy. And because we have scaled multiple agencies, we've worked with hundreds of clients, we know what it takes to be able to grow the business.